So reason 2 was I wanted to celebrate the diversity of our insides. I find that for the past huge amount of years, ever since I was in primary school up until now, the word diversity has been a constant sort of source of celebration. But when it comes down to a numbers game and we're in a classroom and there's 2 kids who identify as white, 2 kids who identify as Australian, Indian, kids that argue over within those groups, kids that argue over within a multitude of racial identities, which I'm not going to talk about as a white woman. 3 transgender kids, so on and so forth, the 60-year-old woman. What happens, and I could be totally wrong, and this is a bit of a sensitive turf, is that when we celebrate our outside diversity, which is really, really, really important, and it's certainly one of the first things we notice about each other when we first meet each other, is that it's a numbers game. If there's 3 of them and 2 of them and 1 of them, no matter how you personally identify, then it's a 3-2-1 scenario. With the Book with No Story, I really wanted to celebrate people's inner diversities, how their brain thinks, how their soul thinks, how they act. And if you line all of us up, 23 of us up in a room, and you only could see our inside worlds and the diversity that was between all of us and our inside world, how we reacted, how we thought, how we, what made us angry, what made us sad, what we think about late at night when we can't get to sleep. Suddenly the numbers become 1 on 1 on 1 on 1 on 1 on 1 on 1. And that led me to the idea that a true celebration of equal diversity has to come from the diversity within. Again, I could be totally wrong, but that's just one of the reasons, to be honest, that I wrote it, and I'm just trying to be honest. So have a little think about that. Get back to me. I'm open to criticism and can definitely admit when I'm wrong most of the time.